Hi, I'm Dyondzo Shikwambane, aka Lady Shiks. I am a mother, a businesswoman, a professional somebody, and a DJ. Today, I'm featured at Second Chances with Sophia V. I'm gonna talk about depression. I'm gonna talk about making it in a male-dominated industry and chasing dream as a woman from a village. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Sophia Chabalala, Wamburi, Waku Malimpopo, and welcome to yet another episode of Second Chances with Sophia V. Thank you for coming back to our channel and tuning in. And today I have a special guest whom I know you all love. And if you hear kids running around or birds singing, just appreciate the sound. I won't apologize for you, just appreciate the sound. So I will let her introduce herself.
I am Minjani.
Fukila.
Okay, my name is Dyondzo Shikwambane. Nibeberwe Alimpopo, Akamakuwa village, but it's Hama Ekadzinidzini. I'm the 24th child Akapapa Mina, and I'm the second born Akamana Mina. So basically that's me, and then Kulele at the tavern. Like in one street, there can be like 3 taverns. Even where I was born, Nukulele tavern. Like forward the tavern, at the back, it's my home. So that's me, and that's how I grew up.
I know everyone has a story, and just by hearing that you are the 24th child from your dad's side, and you grew up in an environment whereby it was filled with taverns, that's a story on its own. I'm curious to know, how was your childhood like?
Oh, my childhood was awesome, man. I have like, okay, now we are 13, they are 13 boys, 13 girls. So you understand, like, I've always had somebody in my life. I always have brothers, sisters at home. Sometimes I'd be like, in high school, I'll be like, if you mess up with me, you should know I have plenty of brothers and sisters who will deal with you. You know, stuff like that. I still have that thing about. I don't know how it feels like to be an only child or to be alone. And until in Zenpul and Fikala to the situation that life, you know, end up feeling alone at some point, but. I had a very happy childhood, and okay, I was poor because I had all the love I needed.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. I know you are also a DJ. You are literally the only female DJ I know, and every other female DJ that I know, I've met through you.
Okay, I've always, even the time I was young, in Sumle Vasit, I always had 3 incomes. I'd sell something. I can sell it. Now when I'm shoving it's not allowed to shove someone. I can sell anything basically. I've always I was selling, man. I would sell products of some sort. I would recreate things and sell and all. So I always think business is just the only thing that Number 2, I am a DJ. It is a business too. So number 3, I mentioned that I went to varsity in the BSc water sanitation, and I'm working through that stream. So ndira kwalanka station shwan le shi generate electricity. Dealing with water. I'm a water specialist.
I'm more interested in that DJ thing, like, because like I've just mentioned, I don't know any female DJ except for DJs in there that I see on TV, but on a day-to-day basis, I don't come across a female DJ. So for you, what made you decide you want to be a DJ?
I actually didn't decide. I grew up in taverns, and I love radio too much. Like, I rather listen to radio than watching TV. So I love radio too much. Loko na re high school, I would study in this radio. By that time, I could Capricorn FM. Then aku na one abaku DJ the Prince, and by that time Anranza hip hop and R&B. Kuleni read that lady why hip hop and R&B. So like for hip hop mix man. He doesn't play the songs the way they are. So I was more interested on how do they play that song even nice so, and I didn't even understand who it's mixing, DJing and all. Then I went to varsity my first year. Wow, I went there and I saw people performing, man, artists, DJs, and I was like, wow. And Mina, I was at the crowd, and then everyone was just throwing booze, in the borega, but okay, I'm in the crowd, one of the artists. But I was like, no man, I don't belong here. I belong there.
The stage.
Yeah, man. And look, my chica stage in you just sit there comfortably. So then, yeah. After that, it was I think it was 2010, 2011. I got someone like I'm gonna visual DJ, leswa computer. Then they started teaching me. Look, one doing this visual DJing. Then it didn't work. It didn't work because I'm kombela baba nuna kuban doing this. Men baba nuna, even bakahle. Mara kuna lava ba ish. Baku frustrate ako. I cannot say baba nuna ba bad because I'm raising one. So most of the time look on kombela DJ. Maybe I want to sleep with them. Then they would even seduce me, and I was not comfortable with that. Then I decided, you know what? Let me Google. Maybe kuna scholarship DJ. Then I started going on Google and check and come up. Okay, there's a school in Benham next to Melrose Arc. Yeah, kuna scholarship sold candy. I got the phone number, I called, then they told me the amount. I started saving up Emalia Basari. Save up Emalia Basari. Then I went there. It was supposed to be like a 6 months course, but I only attend every day. And I mean at that time I was still in varsity. So in January, I was like, can I please attend every day? Ntakotaku pick up about those 6 lessons or 10 lessons that you are talking about. Then I'll pick up Mtaba ride. Then I attended like a month and a half. Then you should talk me right. You know, unamova right? Logo that driving school. You just know the basics. Let bang at driving school. You don't know a lot of things about driving. Abaku jelang utahlangana pothole ifani vika so or yini. Walk Jonsa basic stuff. Loco Sundays calling shop DJ. I thought, okay, fine, I'm ready. Then I realized, man, I still have a lot to learn. I still have a lot to learn. Practicals. Okay, now you move from situation here, visual DJing. Now you are on the real thing. You need to find people who have CDJs and all. Then I met people. Still, same treatment. You'd want to learn, and someone would just react in the most uncomfortable way. Then I felt like, you know what? No, we are hard workers. I'm gonna work my way to the top. I'm not gonna sleep my way to the top. You understand? So need to gel up. Okay, fine. I will keep on looking for someone. If I don't get that someone, it's fine. Then ni submit several companies go, okay, this is what I do, and there are media houses. Can you please assist me? I can do an intern, or I can even volunteer and work for free so that I can practice and all that.
That's how bad you wanted it.
Yeah, I was not lucky. Until one day, nukombela botungwa nungzela ko. Nukombela ko practice. I'm gonna pay you. Okay. Niyeka lesson number 1. Lokaneka lesson number 1. Then he started tapping me, and I was like, no, I'm not coming back here. And mind you, I paid. So I told him straight, I was like, no, dude, I paid you.
I mean, we hear a lot. I know in the corporate environment, there's like sexual harassment and also in the entertainment industry.
A lot.
I've read about it, but now to actually
a lot.
it's like I are there even any rules that are protecting you from such?
No, you are on your own.
You are on your
like
own.
child.
And
So after he did that, I told him, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Then I didn't go back to his room. Then I met someone again who was a rapper by the name of Lekker Sweet. I was like, Lekker Sweet, I'm a DJ. This is what I want to learn and all. He was like, no, I know someone who has those things, man. His name is Mordecai. And and he was doing his master's BSc, and I was doing my final level. Then I met Mordecai. I knocked in Mordecai's room with a smile, man. He just opened the door, and I told him, I'm this person, this is what I want to learn and all. That guy mentored me without even expecting anything in return. It's just that as a person, look, at least they compensate nyana with petrol 99. He'll take me to gigs. He will sometimes have his own shows. I have a DJ, don't worry, I'll go and play. I even played at the very same time I played at the student center. We were using his sound, and he was like, yes, the crowd, play. I was so excited because I wanted to see that reaction. Then I played, everything was okay. After that, me flourishing, and that guy helped me, and I'm forever grateful for that.
you know, with so many doors closing for you, you just needed that one person to open that door and hold your hand. And Mordecai was that person.
He was that person.
Wow.
And he never took advantage of me. It was just pure friendship. We were okay.
Like with so many challenges that you've mentioned, because and for me, sexual harassment is like the biggest thing. I can never get over that. You kept on pushing, because that's just how bad you wanted your dream, and you kept on pushing for it. There are so many things working against you because you are female, you are in a male-dominated environment. What would you advise someone who wants to go do a profession that in their families maybe it's something that's unheard of, they haven't done it? Maybe everyone in the family are doctors, now they want to go through acting. In your case, did you have the backing of your family? Did you have DJs? How was it like? And what would you advise someone who wants to do something out of the norm? Because for me, you stand out because you're one of the few, and that's what I love about it, because you just got in there and you own the situation.
Okay, with my situation, my mom, you can apply at any school that you like except Shikolo Shele Joe. I don't want you in Joburg. Then I was like, why? No, then locally graduate. Mom didn't know I'm a DJ by the time I was in university, because mom wanted me to graduate. Like she knew I was good in science, but you know, there is a difference being good at something and being passionate about something.
100%.
You understand? So my heart was in music. I was smart. I was a smart kid, I can say that. Family take us seriously when after graduation. Then when the money start coming in, okay, it can work, because when she goes out the weekend, then she comes back with money and all. And I mentioned earlier, alcohol, rain and all. Mostly you have energy, DJ, and such energy. Are you drunk? No reason, and it's because people will pay you with booze instead of money. So I told myself, no booze for me. I'm okay like this. I'm okay with my own natural energy and all. So once money start coming in, now she wanna the challenges. That okay, you get bookings left, right, and center. Then how are you going to travel to those places? You understand? So I remember one challenge that actually affected me to a point where I prayed to God that God, because I should from point A to B, it will be fine. I don't want an expensive car, but something from point A to B. I remember one day me bookwe somewhere, I won't mention. Then lokon bukwini that somewhere. Then I went there, taxi, and it was late. It was like about 8 o'clock. I agreed with the person, okay, fine, etan bukela guest house, kuntatlela go. Ni kanziya, loko nifika ka rank it was like 9 o'clock. Nafsi.
So it was not a special taxi, it's normal.
Normal taxis, but ni kume renkeni, akuri taxi akuri telela. Nungijela ku ni endaweni ya so. Ako anfiki, but I'll try to nokufikisa or nokumita halfway. You'll figure out how you're going to get there. No problem, I'll pay you. Kanza taxi, I deliver everyone because kuna certain point le angafike, and if afika ka certain point it means if I not deliver everyone then kusalamini ani saleni yako. Loko se ke famba loko afika ka bridge yin'wana so. Hello munhu uyimisa taxi ish unchecka someday. Atlhelo ka bridge ane ku dark man, it's scary. Aku unchecka, I think I ngadu kahle, and well I don't know anything about cars and ku oneka and all. Okay, fine. Loko nifika lani so ifika mina hambuka enganihakeli yo fika leni, as long as itwana na ku tanikana leswi nga nyikana swona. Tanikana leswi, what are you talking about? Aku line kwale iya ku kona ku ni ya ku tirheni. So I don't know kuri loko nuku ni ya ku tirheni itwe ngari what kind of a job am I doing? Then he started forcing himself into me, and I managed to no pusher. Luckily mnyangwa anga kiyaya. Then and I unlock my handbag na backpack yame, and I ran off. Like I was almost raped because I'm pushing things that I love. That situation on its own is a challenge. I felt like in South Africa, being a woman, it's a challenge. You have to work left, right, and center. At the same time, you feel safe. They are the ones who are putting your life at risk. That situation on its own. I dealt with a lot of things in my life. It was just a wake-up call. Dyondzo, you need to rearrange your life. You need to focus on end up ever safe. A year later, after that incident, move of my own, I'll just travel whenever, however, feel safe and all. It was painful, but I got over it. Like, okay, it almost happened. Okay, luckily it didn't happen. It shouldn't be a big deal because it didn't happen. I managed to escape. Maybe I'm a different version of my story if it happened.
It just got me thinking, like, there's always good in every bad situation. I mean, you almost got raped, but then it motivated you to want to buy a car. We all need something that pushes us to the extreme. And gender-based violence, rape cases, like abuse, everything, like all of these things that are on the rise right now. And you are trying to provide for your family, you are trying to live your dreams, and that is being hindered, or it's being you're put in difficult situations because of the other gender. Men, you need to do better. You need to protect us. We also want to feel safe in our own bodies, in our own dreams, in our own homes. Everywhere we go, we just want to be able to go out. And it just goes to show, like, how bad do you want that dream? I did say in my previous video when I spoke about my graduation experience that it's a question of how bad do you want to achieve that thing. She came across situations of sexual harassment, people touching her body in ways that she did not want, people not wanting to give her money, wanting to give her booze, almost getting raped because of transport issues. Oh wow, she almost gave up her dream to save her marriage. What are you willing to do? What is your excuse for not achieving that dream that you have? How far are you willing to go? What are you willing to sacrifice in order to make it? So, you know that here we embrace challenges in life. We embrace having been broken down through challenges, and the most important thing is that we come out of it. Do you have a situation whereby you said, this situation happened in my life and it contributed to the person that I am today?
I think losing the people that you love. Losing the people that you love makes you feel like you are a different person. I think in my life I lost 3 people who are so important to me. One, it was my father. Lokonkula, I felt like when I go to varsity, Nikula, Nilobori, Wanjata, and all, my father will be there, Babona, everything. When I lost my father, I felt like I lost someone who's very important to me, and my life is just, wow, upside down, because my father was my hero. And Dyondzo shotala ka bona. Secondly, I lost my grandmother. I haven't healed since 2018. Man, that woman was something else, because I have a child, my son has the very same relationship with my mother like I had a relationship with my grandmother. So I felt lost to a point I would loco when I'm okay, Papa, I'm going to town. He'll be like, Papa, come up with something nice, Shamin. I'm like, okay, to me, you know, he likes asking for things, and when I don't have, he will understand and all. But with my mother, so that was the situation with my grandmother. But I'm glad that she saw most of the things. It's just that first of everything, super painful. First Christmas without her, me buying things without her, me achieving things without her. But I'm glad babona graduate kamina, babona kuloborwa kamina, babona na kubebrwa kamana amen. So I'll forever be grateful for them. Yeah, I know you're waiting. You're waiting for the third person that I lost. This one is different, man. I didn't lose the third person. Rifa. I lost it. I once laughed. I lived, and it was amazing. So I met a guy between 2012 and 2013. We became friends and be in a relationship. We were blessed with our son in 2015, and we got married in 2015. Everything was perfect, man. It was good. It was lovely, man. Shwana, I think most of the things that I wished in a relationship was there until we introduced marriage in our relationship. I always say Satan, she focusing on marriage. She's on damjat.
Yeah, even Satan. The Bible does say that the devil hates marriage.
So with my situation, it started as a Facebook post. I'm a DJ by profession, and he knew that, and he was supportive and all that. One day I posted a song, Juice Bag by Nasty C. It's still my favorite. So when I posted, he told me that as a wife, I shouldn't post something like that on Facebook, because I am a wife of somebody. Why should I post such songs? And we had lobbying because of that stupid thing. Then we decided to unfriend each other on Facebook because of that and everything else. And things started changing. I'm not gonna say or mention a lot of bad things or whatever about ourselves. It's just that the relationship was not working. I was not myself anymore. To a point that I reached a stage, Shaku, if I break this thing off, what will people say? Bataku syndrome, it can break you. I dragged until the following year. No, I'm not myself, and I'm actually trying to be the person that he wants me to be. And to a point that I couldn't take it anymore. Then I told him, I think this is not working for us. We should just go on separate ways. And he said, okay.
And just like that, it was over.
Yeah, okay. And it was not just over because we women, lango ku preach, man. After that, it was okay. And I was like, oh, okay. It means you were waiting for this. It means this and that, this and that. And he kept on saying, okay. Sometimes you just reply back, man, with just something that I could like, oh, and get pooky after this one. So, but I've learned to let me accept. You know, the first step, to break up, is to accept that it's over. Because I think I've been in denial for a very long time. I wouldn't even have friends.
So are you saying like you left the marriage even though you loved him and you just wanted him to chase you and he didn't do that? He didn't chase you?
I think firstly, I left the marriage. You know, loko I huma mcatwini a ku na ku hava rhandzi. Wo huma hi mhaka ku a swa hanyi. I stayed like years and years loving that guy. Ni kha ni nga ha ri na yena. Ni nga si za ni amukela ku okay, sometimes a ni ta va ni amukerini, but that thing ya ku man, I love this guy.
Holding on to a good memory.
Yes, I was like, at least there was something good in it. You understand? So when you accept, it's when you start picking yourself up. But before accepting, I went through a lot in that period. And you know, when I went through that, it was painful. Firstly, people you think they are your friends, but they would want to check the face of depression that you are in so that they can go and report wherever. U feel so in this place. So you understand, to a point that physically you are not happy. You are not happy. I develop pimples, man. I'm in pain. And I thought it would drag for like maybe 10 years. The very same pain. Unfortunately for me, it was shorter, man. And I'm glad I'm a strong woman. I am, because I took a bold decision that, okay, firstly, sharing, it didn't even bother. Okay, let's make it work. You understand? Then I was like, okay, he's not chasing me. I'm still in love with him. It's okay. And with that, I can live with it. Because it's over, it's done. You know?
The hard ones were the hard ones, but the mind always.
I went through the most shame. My skin. Before we did the interview, I was on a live video on Facebook. And the phone that I was using, it just had poor quality, but I could tell with my skin that, wow, I'm so beautiful. Man, I don't have makeup, but I'm beautiful. You understand?
I love the confidence. Yeah.
Yeah. So it felt like that, and I was hating a lot to a point that one day I went to church. When I came back from church, someone opened a gate, Kwale town and all. Ma pitbull. Running for your life. And I was crying and all that. If I was still with this guy, I'd be having my own car, I'd be having my own house. And then I was like, hold up, dude. Your own? No, it won't be your own. It won't, because that thing belonged to him, not you. And I thought to myself, look, man, you grew up independent. I mentioned earlier, 26 kaya. Everyone was just independent, but there's someone that I can go to. But with this one, this pain is differently. This pain, you have to be on your own and all. I remember when I was going through that pain, my mother would be like, you know what? Go, pain abatwele. If abatwele antateka whatever you're going through, ni shiveka kamna cause mina ni munhu nkulu. And naloko ni announce to family, this relationship is over. Ni babyela why? My mother cried. She was like, I didn't go through this. I wish I wish I reported earlier. And one thing, ningata advice and all. I think it worked for me. Don't just report every little thing to your family. He did this, he did that. Because at the end of the day, Bata was on the while when no, he's treating our daughter bad and all that. So with myself, I told myself I'm not gonna report anything. And when it's over, that's when I told everyone this is what was happening. And they were like, oh, and everyone was like angry and hurt. And at that moment, Mina said, I'm caring why, dude, it's over. I'm gonna be fine. You understand? So with that situation on its own, Ashibaba, hence I'm saying depression. The very same thing that Leshibaba Buena, she never mean, and Leshibaba Kumina, she never went, and we go through depression in Delayabamba.
So after the whole separation, did the families try to sit you down at some point? Because I know on my side there were a lot of people, because I dealt with the situation on my own, and after I accepted on my own. So having to explain to other people, they did not go through the healing steps that I had gone through. They were only starting their journey. Did you feel like you got the support that you needed from your family? Or were they pushing you back because they didn't understand where you were coming from? What was the situation like?
From my family, yes. Everyone was supportive. It's just that I felt like I need to deal with this on my own. And if I need healing, I have to do it on my own. My family was supportive. They were even willing to meet up with his family and all that. But unfortunately, it didn't. So I told myself, look, I already told you Kursherini, and we're gonna raise our child together. So you guys need to heal. As much as I've healed, you need to heal, guys. You need to heal. You need to heal and accept that it's over. And after that, by healing and everything else, everything went back to normal, man. We are okay. We are co-parenting. Everything is fine. We are okay.
This life after a failed marriage, it's not the end of the world.
It's not.
And even that thing that your biggest fear was, what will people say? Where are those people right now? You are okay. What did they contribute to your life? I mean,
and a funny thing. The things that I was scared of, not really about people. I'm one person. I don't care much about what people say, but logo urka pay me, you'll care a lot of what will they say. Then after funny thing, let's ashin babango uku. I felt like maybe my life ninge umeleli without him, and ninge vina my own things without him. The day I accepted, it's over. I told myself, this is about me. Let me just focus on me. Let me just work on things. Shami, Dyondzo, the things that I was worried about, that day, most of them I have them in jail. Because one thing, if I was having my own car, you see,
you were too dependent on him. You were I think what I'm also picking up is that there are certain things you wanted to achieve in life, but you wanted them to be achieved through him.
And I was just lying to myself. At the end of the day, after you see.
So a relationship is a two-way stream. It's a give and take. What you want from the other person, you should also be willing to meet them halfway. I think that's very powerful. I know the man is a head of the family, is a provider, but in the day and time that we live in, you need to have, your dreams need to align, finances need to be aligned, you need to communicate those things. And for you to say you walked out of a marriage which you know for sure 100% you were not happy, but you were sort of like holding back Nyana because you wanted those materialistic things which you did not even get.
It was not actually about material only. You know, when you find that perfect guy for yourself, you feel like you're not gonna find anyone who's like that or more than that. Loko yena ngarkona is the only one who showed you love, who's the only one who appreciated you. It was not really about material, like focusing on material, but the fact that mono Africa ka stage shaku sheshinu onerine, instead of saying sorry, nifkanuku utomi ile 500 fambe shower something for yourself. No, man.
Honestly, most black people, I think we don't go for enough counseling. Did you try marital counseling? Did you at least try?
No.
And don't you think there was because he was not this person before marriage?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think there was something more you guys could have done to fix this? You just had it was working away the only solution.
Look, number one, we were young. Number two, I was willing to go through whatever counseling. I was willing to meet up with the family and all. But as you mentioned, marriage is for two people, man. I can't just pray nirwani longwana atamini. I'm not saying I was praying nirwani, but I'm saying if ile rijoko ifane rukoka eritu, not one arkoka one, then ni superwoman of the family. It's just that loko kungarna agreement yako, okay, this is what we are going through, let's just work it out in this way. Okumako umuntu wayi-one loko lo n'wana azama lo n'wana nga ha ri kona lo n'wana azama lo n'wana ilangwini, it won't work, it won't, you see. So hence I told myself, no, it's fine. If Shivulaku one day I'll be married again. Even if I remarry the same person, it means I'm not saying I'm going
to highlight that. Highlight bold capital letters. So the love is always there. The love, you just needed the respect and someone. But in everything that you went through, at the end of the day, you healed. You've been through. Like, I love the fact that you are currently co-parenting. You've made it. You also mentioned that all of those things that you wanted to achieve, the cars and the houses, you do have them. And yeah, in closing, I see some good chilies here. It has your name on it. Do you want to tell me about it?
Okay, Shiks chili sauce. Okay, I mentioned the time I was depressed. I wanted something that is written my name. This is me. One day, and I do not come wrong. Was that not the problem? So I had challenges at that night. Then I told myself I need something hot. Then then after then I prepared chili sauce. From 2017 and 2018, 19, 20, while I'm actually end up with flavor even more. You see with a house foundation, like need better until to this point. So there is this colleague of mine. You used to give me money. I could come back to sauce in love. No, and then people would taste it. Look by taster, then yo, this is nice. I come back and then look on post on Facebook. Wow, that chili sauce, it looks yummy. Can you do some for me? So I decided, let me try. Then I made like 20 bottles and I sold them like in 3 days. Then I felt like, no man, this is business. Then I decided to introduce this chili sauce and it's very nice. And you can use it as a side, as a cooked-in sauce, or as a marinade. It depends who in Lavanja. Very nice.
You are a woman of many talents. I cannot keep up with you. But more than anything, if there's someone sitting at home who's watching this, where can they get it? I'm going to taste it afterwards.
On social media, Lady Shiks, it's a Facebook page. at Lady Shiks DJ, Insta and Twitter at Lady Shiks DJ. So they can just follow me anywhere. I posted a lot of information on how they will get it in Joburg, Limpopo, and if you are also interested in being a distributor, I'm the one who's looking. I'm looking for that kind of a person. Youth empowerment, job creation. This is what I want. And then there's a lot of ranges. My marinade sauces, nani, that I will introduce next year.
Wow, thank you so much for agreeing to come here. I've learned so much from you. From coming from a big family of 26, you were able to stand out and be your own person, have your own dreams, and having experienced love and losing it, and having gone through it, you come out today, Lady Shiks, a DJ, an entrepreneur, businesswoman, corporate somebody, professional somebody. I love it. The list is endless. Thank you so much for making time and allowing yourself to just open up and be here with us. And you viewers at home, thank you for joining us again. Please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and follow us on social media platforms as we talk about healing. We talk about depression, healing, and everything else that life has to throw at us. And today what we did learn is that you have no excuse for not going after your dreams. And I hope to see you again soon.
Bye. Thank you for having me.